Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tenzin, one third of the SOS, and yeah, it probably won't be a long show today. I just don't like missing a Wednesday off a whim. The guest that we had scheduled, yeah, she couldn't make it in. Unfortunately, some unfortunate events took place within her family, so please keep her in your thoughts, and hopefully, we can reschedule. But whew, shit, man. So it seems like Trump is losing the evangelical department now after the recent graphic he dropped, basically showing him looking like a Jesus figure. Which, I mean, as an atheist, that doesn't really offend me none because whatever, he's fake anyway. But there are people who actually believe that stuff, and oh boy, were they fucking upset, which is crazy, by the way, because of all the non-Christian things he would do. I mean, that's what got you a picture of him looking like a Jesus figure healing. I guess the guy he was healing kind of looked like Jeffrey Epstein, low key. So, I mean, look, man, this administration has been playing in y'all's face for, well, how many months has it been since he got inaugurated? Like at least 4 months. I mean, no, it's 2026. What do you get? It's 2024. So damn, man, we're going on almost like what, 2 years now, and and I'm just being nice. I'm just talking about the present one. I mean, obviously, he's been playing in y'all face for over a decade, but that's neither here or there. But it's just like, you know, sure, the grabbing women by the pussy, um, the the birth certificate thing with Obama, but that was back in like 2008. But still, it's just like it took y'all this long, and I don't know what y'all thought. Maybe y'all thought, oh well, he's only fucking up the people that we don't like, so I say it's good. But dude, I mean, you literally watched him basically not try anything as far as, trying to keep, people that's on, assistance on government assistance. I mean, shoot, if it was up to him, most people would have lost it just because he wants to pander to whoever's going to pay him, whoever's going to, you know, lift him up, talk him up rather. I mean, we saw how much of a sucker he was for Putin and now Netanyahu. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Y'all standards are kind of non-existent. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. It's really, it took a AI picture of him looking like a Jesus figure for some of y'all to be like, "Hey, what in the world?" But I mean, but the right wing does look like it's kind of falling apart. Apparently TPUSA was supposed to have some sort of event down here in Georgia, but um, the turnout was just abysmal, to say the least. Erica Kirk, to save face, she had to say, "Oh well, security concerns. That's why I couldn't come." Which, here comes Candace Owens saying like, "Oh well, no, the ticket sales just suck. Weren't no damn security concerns." Which, there was another streamer I watched, to say like, "Well, how come JD Vance could come?" Like, you mean it was safe enough for the vice president, but not safe enough for you, Miss Kirk, Mrs. Kirk? Um, but yeah, man, that's pretty interesting stuff. I mean, listen, we are watching. What up, B?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, I was just I was just talking about, how I guess the evangelicals are now mad at Trump.
Uh,
Finally, like,
yeah,
all it took was a picture of him looking like a Jesus figure, but how many pictures were like that though? I could have sworn there was like before the AI generative, trends. I mean, one there I forget his name, but there was like some conservative like cartoonist who would always draw him in these ways. I'm like, I don't know, wasn't he always kind of being depicted as like some savior figure?
I mean,
But
I'll even like his like his quote unquote minister or whatever was like they was
oh,
like I
that
remember
blonde
even
lady.
yeah, like even during the first administration, she was like establishing that he was sent by God to heal the country and fight our enemies and stuff like that. Like, so none of this is really new. I think they're just mad for real, that A, it showed him in the Jesus figure, and B, that he posted it. You know what I'm saying? Because all the other stuff
Mm.
is like kind of endorsed by him, but not directly. Whereas like this, he straight up was like, "Hey, drop it, here it go." You know what I'm saying? Like, so
And he delete and they I know they he deleted it pretty quick too, right? Like
yeah, and that's probably because one of his staffers and stuff was probably telling him to go ahead and delete it. You know, he was probably mad
like
as hell to have to delete that shit. He was Oh man, he was probably about to double and triple down on that shit too. But it's always funny, especially too, because like I don't know the exact religious makeup of his supporters, but I'd imagine they're like some sort of
white
Protestant,
evangelical Christians.
evangelical. But it's just funny because because they lean more towards the Protestant side, which I'm Protestant too, but like because they lean more to the Protestant side, it's interesting to see that they was mad about this picture and not mad about the fact that he been beefing with the fucking Pope. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's okay.
I mean,
You know, you could beef with the Pope
I
because
mean,
he's
but
Catholic, but like
right, I was gonna say, I think because most Protestants they look at Catholicism as not Christianity, which is weird because I mean they worship Jesus too. But
I mean,
but
also they
yeah,
were
it's
the
like
original, like you know what I mean. They was there first. Like, I mean, there was
so yeah,
probably
like
other
I
sects that existed, but most of the Protestants literally broke off from the Catholic Church. So, um,
right, yeah, I remember one of my coworkers. She said with a straight face that Catholicism wasn't Christian. I was like, wow, that was fucking stupid.
yeah,
Um,
and also I
but
think too, there's like a thing amongst racist white people. Like I know for instance, like the Klan, they're on the list of people to hate. Like Catholics are on the list of people to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and I think, and so I don't know what it
which
is
is
with racist
crazy
white people.
because they wear the robes. Like the robes kind of look like those Catholic, which well, I
Right.
found out the KKK reference first, but apparently, yeah, like Catholicism, because it was that scene on Godfather 3. I was like, what the fuck? The Klan is just like I was a little kid, like I didn't know it was Catholicism.
Yeah. But yeah, no, as I said, I don't know. Like, granted, like before anybody get on my ass, I'm not saying all Trump supporters is KKK members, but there is some,
I
especially
mean,
like
but all KKK members are
southern
Trump supporters.
that, uh, but there is something about like, especially the southern ones. It's like racist white people, especially the southern ones. They got this intense hatred of Catholics, and I don't know what it is. I don't know where it really comes from. You know what I'm saying? Especially too because two of granted, I know their status as white people, it exactly is up in the air sometimes. But two of the biggest racist white people groups, or actually, I wouldn't say biggest, most vocal, are Irish and Italians. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because
Especially
they
the
just became white
Italians.
yesterday. So I mean,
Especially the Italians, but them damn, they'll both say the same shit. But then them damn racist white people, like especially, like I said, especially the southern ones, will look over at the Italians and say, "Hey, you're not with us, even though you hate the same people we do. You're gross. You guys eat
right. And,
spaghetti."
and, and the thing is, like, like when I hear like Italian people who try to say, I'm not white, I'm Italian, like, nigga, y'all fought so hard for
Yeah,
that
like
status symbol. You might as well
y'all
own
been
it
white for
now.
a long time. Like,
Like, nah, I mean, just like the Irish, y'all infiltrated the the police precincts and all that. That's how y'all got that's y'all little power, you
I'm
know.
just saying,
So
it's
and of course the
always funny.
mafia,
Like,
but you know,
yeah, it's always funny though when they go and have their little not actual but quote unquote civil wars amongst themselves. The first people off the boat all the time is Jews, Italians, and Irish people. Like, y'all the first ones off the boat.
oh
Like,
my god, you know what? That reminds me, there was I forget which season it was, but it was on Oz, right? Like they were preparing for like this race war. And you know, it was like this I think he was like Russian or some sort of like he was either Russian or Ukrainian or something like that. But he was like, you know, he got in with the neo-Nazis. He was like, listen, I may be a Jew, but you know, I look like y'all. So I mean I need some protection. I'm like, oh, see? Y'all always do it.
nope. Oh no, oh no, Playboy, where you
Right.
going? Oh no, Playboy.
But yeah, man, it's just so interesting. Like, and you know, we touch on this a lot, B, but it's like it took y'all. I mean, come on, man. Like, it took y'all this long. I mean, y'all were
Yeah,
the same people who had smoke for Bishop Buddy for saying, "Hey, don't be cruel to immigrants, please."
right.
You know. Meanwhile, again, another Trump affiliate released a meme coin and pumped and dumped it. Y'all, I mean,
Exactly. Was
that's
it?
not
Yeah. What
blasphemous.
was that was that black guy, right?
Soul, something soul.
Yeah. Was he from Baltimore or something like that? Like,
I
he
don't
was old stepping. I mean, 1,000% on some step and fetch it, but like,
know.
yeah, no, he was the one who was at the inauguration, was doing all that.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was doing
he,
that MLK.
yeah, he did the fake MLK shit. Yeah, he was the one, and then right after was where he got exposed for the Bitcoin pumping up, and I was like, yo, it's crazy,
I
bro. I mean,
mean, honestly, what is keeping people on the ship now? Because apparently this man turned on Megan Kelly. He turned on. Did he turn on Tucker?
I think so. Not full tilt on
Damn.
Tucker, not like a harsh on Tucker, because like I think there might be still hope for Tucker to get back on the ship, but for the most part, I think Tucker is like, like excommunicated at the moment, but they ain't like fully hating on him. But he never liked Megan Kelly, so she was always
But
like,
but my thing is though, I'm like, damn, Megan, like, look at you. You was on everybody's TV talking about some. Well, I mean, 15's not necessarily a child. Like we heard that,
yeah.
but now look at you.
Not even that. She got embarrassed way before that. Remember, before 2016, she did the moderation, and Trump got mad at the question she was asking during the moderation. It was the Republican primary, and then remember, he said, "Oh, she was being mean, and she must have been on her period and all type of stuff." Remember, and
Damn.
she was drug, and then after she got bounced out and fired because like she reported like the Roger Ailes like sex abuse stuff, and so like she got bounced out of Fox News. Remember, she like made her brief brushes with moderate takes because she got hired by NBC, and she was on NBC for like 2-3 years, and then
He
but she was
was.
still
Oh.
yeah, she was still peppering in her Republican stuff in there. And finally, NBC
Mhm.
was like, "Hey, Shorty, we know what you are," and boop, goodbye, and kicked her out. And then she ran right back to the conservative stuff.
Wow, that's just crazy.
And now
I
she on
mean,
the outs
well,
again.
but and it's like, and it's well, I mean, I'm even starting to think this about just normal run of the mill supporters.
Mhm.
But I don't think these people have real beliefs.
No, they don't.
Like like their
And
beliefs
I know I
are
got people in my life who are Trump supporters, and some of y'all
right.
probably gonna hear this, and I'll be glad to argue with you about it another day. But as of right now, I would just say a lot of y'all. don't. I'll even go as far as to say this. I think a decent amount of them don't even actually support Trump. They support what he tells them to be mad about that day. So
Right.
like they wake up and he goes on there, and I think some of them may like him, but some may also be like, "Ooh, I don't really like him." But he's yelling at you on your phone, like, "Hey, don't this make y'all mad?" You know what I'm saying? Ain't this whack to y'all? This is messed up. And then y'all be like, "Hey, daddy, I am mad about that." And then he'd be like, "Hey, well, if y'all mad about that, then y'all gonna love me because I'm mad about it too." And that's
Yep.
how he keep y'all on the chain. You know what I'm saying? He just wake up every day telling y'all what to be mad about that day.
And it's so, and it's like, damn, man, like how, cause like I almost fell for it, right? Cause I mean, this definitely is gonna be studied for years to come. Like, the right wing psyop from what,
Mm-hmm.
2014 up to now, I guess. I mean, but it's like, damn, how long, how long are you gonna salivate at the mouth over this, dangling carrot of outrage?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like, so you weren't mad when people were losing benefits. You weren't mad at the pointless bombings and stuff. Like you weren't. No, you weren't mad. You're not even mad at the fact that. I mean, sure, it's not. It hasn't been proven in court, but I mean, my goodness, it's like, how much mounting evidence do you need to know that he's a sex offender? Like, I mean, so
But the thing about it was they was mad about that stuff, but they was mad about it when he was telling them to be mad about it against other people. But the minute he perpetuated that, he was like, "Why y'all bringing up old shit?" You know what I'm saying? Like it's
right,
crazy.
and and it's like, and granted, MTG, she's still like kind of cuckoo for cocoa puffs, but damn, I mean, at least she had some sort of semblance to say, hey, I still care about these files. And yeah, Trump decided to turn on her. And granted, she did not need security. She didn't need a security detail and all that shit until Trump decided she was done. So what does that tell the people? I don't know. That yeah, they just don't have any real beliefs. Cause what you said on the previous episode, B, is cruelty is the point.
Right.
It's like, yes, we love, and no disrespect to, a guest that we had on here, but I remember texting him back and forth, and this man was excited about the possibility of birthright citizenship being taken away because, yeah, so now they can't drop their fucking anchor babies into our country. And I'm just like, so take away a whole right just because what some people
Especially when
get
you
into the country
factor
and
in
have a kid.
why
Like,
birthright citizenship was created in the first place. That, I mean, granted, I don't think they'll go that far, but God forbid they decide to go after all of the people that birthright citizenship affects. Guess what? That's us. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? That's why birthright citizenship was created. You know, like, so, to all my brothers and sisters who confidently put that red hat on, I just want y'all to know, that, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I think that they would do that, but just in case, just know that's us too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's us. You could scream FBA all you want to. They like that don't mean shit. Excuse me, sir. I'm not a perpetuator of birthright citizenship. I'm a foundational Black American. Thank you. Cool. You're a foundational Black. Get the fuck out of here, you
Right.
goofy ass nigga. Like that's
But
exactly.
But but brother B, it was the Democratic Party that started the KKK. Oh
Yeah, yeah,
Lord.
yeah. Why you always gotta vote? Why you want black people to be a monolith? Huh? Don't you want freedom of thought, brother? Yeah, I don't you want the freedom to support a party that tells you every day to your fucking face that they hate you?
Right. And and that's what the former guest of the show said. I'm trying not to say names, but he was like, "Oh yeah, sure. I mean, they might hate you, but at least you can make money in it. How they hate you? Like
Yeah,
you really think
even if you
you?"
make money, you not making their money. You you not making the same money they making. Like yeah,
And it's just and it's like, yeah, we're America first.
yeah,
Why are we spending billions of dollars in Ukraine? I don't know, man. Why are we sending billions of dollars to Israel right now? Like,
yeah,
I five use America first. I mean, granted, the Dems also would send money, but
right.
I mean, damn, I don't know. At least Biden would be like, hey, chill out, bro. Like, at least make it look good. Also, I heard there was like something that leaked from Netanyahu saying like, "Oh yeah, we tried Obama, but he just
Yeah.
would not budge."
I mean, and that's kind of, sometimes that I get upset with like certain progressive people, is like sometimes I do get upset with some of the progressives where they be like with the whole, oh, the Democrats are just as bad as Republicans, they're the same party and all this other shit. I'm just like, but they're not. Like, even if you go with the whole Gaza thing, like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that Gaza was handled with 100% like the best. But there's no way you can see what happened under Biden and what is happening right now under Trump. Like Trump literally was at CPAC talking about how they want to build $1 billion resorts on the property they seized from Gaza. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Joe Biden and them wasn't doing that at the DNC. Like, I just can't imagine this is the same thing. Like, I don't understand how people are consciously making this argument that the both sides are the same, and that's why sometimes I do get upset at certain progressives and stuff. Where because I'll be like, "Hey man, you don't have to like the Democrats, but don't sit here with this bullshit that they the same party and all this stuff. Like this is like we see what the fuck is happening right now. Like you see
Right.
the difference. Like I just don't understand how I mean, I kind of got upset too the other day. I was watching this interview with Hassan Piker, who I still kind of like, but they asked him again about the whole Gavin Newsom shit, and he was making good points. He's like, "Hey, I expect better from the Democrats, and we don't need a person like Gavin Newsom up there and shit like that." Okay, my only issue with what the fuck he be saying is that they didn't ask you if you wanted Gavin Newsom to be the leader of the Democratic ticket for the presidential race in 2028. They asked you if he was, would you vote for him? And you, a person who has humongous sway over young voters, looked at the camera again and tripled down and said, no, he will not be getting my vote. And then he went talking about how the Republicans, are like one of the greatest domestic threats to America at the moment and how awful they are and shit. And then let's be like, my guy, do you hear what the fuck you saying? You saying all this shit and how the Republicans is evil, but God forbid if capital IF, if Gavin Newsom is picked as the Democratic nominee, you are going to throw away your vote and not vote against him. And and he's like, oh well, I never told anybody not to vote for Kamala. Motherfucker, you know exactly what the fuck you was doing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
yeah,
it did.
he's like, I'm not gonna tell people to vote for Kamala, but I mean, I don't support Trump either. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, yeah,
Oh, also, okay, you can't go on a stream for 4 hours talking about how Kamala is evil and she wants all the Palestinian babies dead and she's trying to lock up all the people because she's a prosecutor and all this stuff. And then at the end of the stream, go, oh, by the way, Trump's bad. So I guess, you know what I mean? It's just like, and then, it's like, okay, as of right now, cool. If you don't want Gavin Newsom in there and you think we deserve better, put somebody else up to go against that motherfucker. The problem, that's one of my biggest issues. Y'all not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we got
I
2 years
mean, but
until. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say is no, I was gonna ask, isn't AOC old enough to run for president now? Like,
They be hating on her ass too. They've been stopped fucking with her, like because they like, oh, she don't stand up to Pelosi hard enough and all this other bullshit, or she didn't fight against Israel hard enough, or all this other bullshit. The same way they turned on fucking what's the black chick who just lost?
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett. They turned on her ass too, saying she was pro-Israel and all this other bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like some of them motherfuckers be so fucking tiring. I just be like, who the fuck do y'all want? Like, like who do
Right.
y'all actually want to be in office right now? And then, okay, that's the other shit too, right? They was killing Jasmine Crockett over Israel and all this other shit. Meanwhile, that white boy in Minnesota, what's his name, Graham Plattner or whatever, had a whole scandal about him having Nazi tattoos and shit. And they was like, oh, why y'all bringing up old shit? Like, nigga, what? Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm like, yeah, this nigga did have Nazi tats.
and they was talking about too how I think like he was part of like some like mercenary group and shit. Like it was like after he left the military, he joined like a fucking mercenary, like some BlackRock mercenary group or whatever. Like I'm like, bruh,
Goddamn.
yeah, it's just like y'all shit on Jasmine Crockett over shit she may have kind of said or even alluded to, but this motherfucker got actual hard evidence, and y'all just will kiss his ass all goddamn long. That's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't understand what the fuck y'all want in these candidates. Like I don't get it, and it's just a lot of it. I can't even say it's. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say too, like that's almost the same with like, the what was it, the FBAs, right? Like, oh well, if we just don't vote for nobody and let the worst people win, then that means shit will be so bad for everybody else, and they'll have no choice but to. But okay, but that clearly is not happening, as you can see.
Right.
Like,
Also, I think sometimes they be forgetting as big as of a group we are in America, we're still a minority. They can exist without us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, unless you have your own special definition of what a minority is, and then that's like,
right.
I'm making fun of the guy who was on our show a couple of months.
Well, I mean, that was like the thing I always see too, especially on Twitter, but it was brought up on here too. The whole, we shit on Obama's legacy because he didn't do nothing for black people. I'm just like, oh my bad, I forgot he was the president of just black people. My bad, I was assuming he was the president of the United States of America. My bad, I didn't know he was the president of black people. Period. Like, nigga, what?
And it's funny too, because like you would hear like disingenuous, black conservatives be like, well, well, I don't know why I don't give them that voice. Hold on, let me give them the voice that they actually deserve. Well, shit, B. Hey, what President Trump ever did to black people? What laws did he make against black people exactly? You want to call him racist? Like I don't know, dipshit. I mean, well, first off, cutting funds to government aid, that's gonna hurt black people, right? The DEI cuts, you fucking moron. That affects black people. But sure, whatever.
His whole 3-year rant about CRT and how like this man literally thought that we was gonna hold white kids down and say, Your parents were slave owners, slave owners.
Oh
Like,
my
that's
god, and that's and that's another unfortunate belief that one of our former guests had on here. We got to bring him, but yes, I remember with a straight face, he did type that message to me saying like, "Oh, you're gonna have children thinking that they're victims and other children thinking that they're oppressors." I was like, by learning history,
yeah,
and and granted, and also the fact that CRT is a what, like a damn master's course,
yeah. It's a college level
like
class, and
not
I'm pretty sure it
even
was in law school too. Like,
yeah, it's a law school course. So CRT basically is just Black history.
right.
So you don't want kids to learn Black history. You don't want kids to learn what actually happened in this country, which
Also, we barely learn the
unfortunately,
shit now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like we barely learn
I
shit
was
now.
blessed to have the teachers that I had, like, because yeah, like whether they were black or white, I mean, they would say, "Hey, just so you know, here's the truth about Christopher Columbus," and I feel so bad about these kids in some of these Texas school districts because yeah, like
Right,
some of them textbooks are just flat out lying.
right.
you know, oh yeah, white people got along with Native Americans just fine. No, they didn't.
Like, for instance, like,
Like
my Black history education, and I was in private schools and stuff, but like, I learned a decent amount. But for the most part, especially when you're like a younger kid, it's, you know, slavery, skip a few, skip a few, skip a few, Martin
mm-hmm.
Luther King, civil rights movement, and you learn Martin Luther King, and you'll learn Rosa Parks. You might hear the name Malcolm X, but they don't talk about any of the specific shit with him, you know. Or
Right.
you might hear about the Black Panthers, but depending on what type of school you at, they talk about the Black Panthers like they was essentially the Black KKK. All right, boom. Martin Luther King gets shot. Skip a few, skip a few, skip a few. Maybe, just maybe, you might hear about Rodney King, and then boom, straight to Obama. We're holding hands. We're the world. Racism was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and and then they perpetuate the whole myth of the post-racial society and all this other stuff. That's pretty much That's pretty much Black history in most cases. And when you're like a child, like I said, it might get better once you hit like eighth grade, going into high school and shit like that. But for the most part, that's pretty much all you really get.
Right. I'm just editing the description here. Black history or what the fuck? Hold on. Ah, or CRT.
Nah,
Critical.
but
Oh
but
man.
but yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know. There's politics. A lot of political stuff has been like low key getting on my nerves for a little bit. It's just like I've been ticked off, obviously, at conservatives. I've been upset at the Democratic Party for sure. I don't think they're running stuff right. But then, like I said, like even like the progressives, like I just like this whole doom and gloom bullshit of. Like I said, I'm not. I will be the last person to preach that the Democratic Party is perfect. But this doom and gloom bullshit of both parties are the same, and they're or one's just slightly more evil while the other one's evil, and all this other bullshit. I just be like, unless you got actual solutions to these problems, like, and when I say actual solutions, you can't just give me some crazy pie in the sky bullshit and then be like, oh well, if y'all don't institute this, then you're bad and evil. It's like, bruh, like unfortunately, we have a system like there's a way things has to fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just bulldoze unless you got the power to back it up. I should say you can't
Right.
just bulldoze shit unless you got the power to back it up. And unfortunately, a lot of them people don't have the power to back it up. Also, too, for real, once a lot of them get in power, they don't know how to wield it, or
Mm-hmm.
well, and it's mainly too because you have to operate within a certain system. Like I think that's one of the reasons why too they'll go after people like Jasmine Crockett or AOC or I don't know, maybe like Rashida Tlaib or something like that. Whenever they try to play the game and operate in a certain way inside the system, that's when they be calling them sellouts and shit. And I just be like, bruh,
Y-
it's not enough
yeah,
that they got voted in. They got to stay in that motherfucker. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it
And,
just,
yeah, that's what and I'm glad you brought that up, B, because that's what really kills me about, like, oh my god, just like, especially like, when Jimmy Dore was doing that little grift, like,
yeah.
like, I don't know, is he a conservative now? I haven't
I
heard
mean,
that in a
he's
while,
been one for a
but
while, but
like, he would try to shit on AOC for not trying to push these extreme ass, like, policies, but it's just like, as you said, like, yeah, like, she got in and she learned that she gotta have to play ball a little bit. Like, you
right,
can't just, because yeah, the Democratic Party is pretty uh diverse when it comes to ideology.
right.
There's conservative Democrats who are gonna be like, I don't know, universal health care, are you sure? Like, yeah, they exist, believe it or not. But yeah, like, or the people which she always spoke out against, what we do in
Right.
Palestine. But yeah, like, I remember this video of some weirdos like running up on her,
Yeah.
trying to say she don't do speak out enough. And, it got to the point where she had to get out of character. She was like, she's like, I do this every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. Y'all gonna say, like, like, she has to say, it's like, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, she don't
but
got the luxury to strap on a Palestinian flag shirt and do jumper jacks in the middle of Congress. Like, that's not,
mm-hmm.
she can't do that shit. They will censor her and kick her the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she
And
got to do what the rules dictate, and for real, she got to build a coalition. The Progressive Caucus in the Democratic Party is not big enough to bulldoze anything. Now, maybe they would get bigger if y'all would vote more progressives in, like at the local level and shit, and not just till they start running for
mm-hmm.
Congress and all that stuff. Like,
Right.
like if but again, half of y'all don't even practice what the fuck you preach, or half of y'all do that whole like lazy ass, oh, I ain't voting for shit. Well, then stop bitching when shit don't go right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah.
like if you refuse to use, uh, your right to vote, then shut the fuck up. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like,
And
shut up.
and that's like, you know, and that's the thing, right? The people who don't vote or whatever. So, I mean, fence sitters always get punished. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when the worst nigga to elect, gets the candidacy. And
Right.
you're just like, okay, so now look at you. Like, now there's a lot of shit that's gonna be very hard to reverse
Right.
because y'all wanted to own the libs, or, oh, I don't know, man. I mean, Kamala, she was she arrested a lot of black people. You mean did her job, you fucking asshole? Oh, well, she might start all these wars. Oh, you mean like how Trump is doing, you fucking asshole?
Yeah.
It's
I mean
like,
that's like one of the reasons why, for real, like I've been like, I catch his stuff every once in a while, but for the most part, I've been real pissed off at Hassan Piker because it's like, bruh, like you talk about, because I'm pretty sure he said he didn't vote for her, and then going with the whole I ain't voting in the next one either if it's Gavin Newsom. It's just like, bruh, then stop making videos about
right.
shit
And he's
that's
and he's
happening
saying that living in California, which, I mean, yeah,
with
like,
in a $2 million house, nigga. Shut the fuck up, like, you
right.
know what
So,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, the
Like,
Democrat is gonna win your state anyway.
right.
But I mean, god damn, folk, like, I mean, well, I think we're technically kind of purplish now. I mean, we've gone red again. We gone red,
Yeah.
this go round. But I mean, I think down here we're still kind of purplish. But yeah, I mean, what about your viewers who take you seriously, who live in
Right.
states like mine? Like,
Right.
or them swing states. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and it's and it yeah, it just goes down to what do y'all actually believe? Like
Or
what?
it's not even what you believe. It's more so it's just like I said, I would appreciate more his whole Gavin Newsom shit if he actually was throwing his considerable wealth and time behind a presidential candidate. Granted, I don't think anybody's declared yet, but let's say within the next year or so, somebody like people go declaring, you got your Gavin Newsom's, AOC's, all types of people. I want to see you throw your wealth and stuff behind a candidate. You know what I'm saying? And if I see that you did what you could do, granted, I'll still be mad if, like, about him not voting, but I'll at least feel better about it. But you can't sit there and not propose anybody else for president. Like, for instance, when it came to like Joe Biden and Kamala and all that stuff, like you can't sit there and not endorse anybody for president and then go bitching about about the people we have in the moment. And then he's
Right.
like, oh, like the American people are tired of having to choose the lesser of two evils. Cool. I agree with that too. And if we had any other political parties that actually had a, a stone's throw chance of winning, then I would agree with pushing them forward. The problem is the Green Party don't
Right.
come out until the presidential election, and half these other quote unquote parties can't get on more than two states ballots. So it's just like, what you want us to do, dog? Like we ain't like,
Right.
like.
And also, it's just like I said, that's one of my pet peeves, like lesser of two evils. I mean, yeah, that's what we're always doing.
Right,
Like, I mean, I don't know, like back when politics kind of made sense, and I don't know, maybe I'm just being biased because I was a child. But who knows? Like maybe W. Bush was just fucking crazy. But when it was like Bush versus Kerry, it was just like these. It seemed like two very reasonable political
hmm,
hopefuls wanting to do the best for the American people. Yeah, that's a
right,
lesser of two evils there. But guess what? Like, yeah, it's still going to be the lesser of two evils. Like, you know, between Tallarico and uh,
Crockett.
Crockett, lesser of two. I mean, you're still voting for the lesser of two evils. They're both good. They both got
Right,
good policy. You know, so I don't know. It's like when people say that, it's just such a cop out, and yeah, and they're showing their ignorance of how the American political makeup is, and we only got two parties. I
right,
mean, other countries they got up to 16.
right,
Like depending on where you go.
right.
Um,
Like I said, and I'm not saying that the establishment has made it easy. I mean, we all know, we've all heard the stories about how the DNC purposely cut Bernie at his fucking knees and shit. So, like, we all know that the establishment is like crooked and stuff, and the people in the establishment, especially a lot of the corporate Democrats, like, since we're talking about the DNC and shit, they're gonna keep their control as hard and as tight as they can. But I think that's why it's on people with those big platforms as early as possible. Like I said, and I'm not, that's why I said early as possible. Obviously, you can't do like 10 years in advance. But as early
mm,
as possible, you need to start getting the word out on the candidates that you actually like, especially when it comes to the presidential races. Because I've seen, people like Hassan and all them, they'll throw their hat behind like Tallarico or Graham Plattner and stuff like that. And that's for Congress, and that's good. We definitely need that too. But when it comes to presidential races, like you said, especially since we only have two options in presidential races, like y'all need to throw your hat behind
right.
somebody. And if you just not gonna throw your hat behind anybody and still keep bitching, then shut the fuck up. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
Like just
Yeah,
shut the hell up.
especially if you're like one of those centrists who only has smoke for the left wing. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, what's
Like I
going
said,
what's
that's why
what
I've
is
been
going on?
getting upset with like some like a lot of the like hardcore progressives, like some of them still be following Kamala around and protesting him. I'm like, go protest the nigga in power right now. He the one
Right.
carpet bombing shit. Like, go get his ass. Like, also, again, this is another talking point that killed me during the election. What the fuck did y'all think Kamala Harris was supposed to do about Gaza? She is the vice president. Unless she kicked open the doors of the Oval Office and stabbed Joe Biden in his fucking neck, she could not do shit. Like, the vice president's job is literally to sit there as, honestly, think about it like a rapper and a fucking hype man. She was Joe
Mhm.
Biden's hype man, okay?
Basically.
She was Lil C to Joe Biden's Biggie. Okay. I was trying to think of another dope like rapper hype man like
Nah, Lil Cease is
connect.
spot on. I mean, like so yeah, but that's the I mean, and listen, I love democracy, but that is one of the downsides of it. The most
Right,
uninformed dipshits can vote,
right,
and and that's what the Republican Party is really good at. They're like,
right,
hey, we're gonna just, Daily Wire, we're gonna buy, we're gonna pay off Joe Rogan, to just
right,
say dumbass shit, dumbass reactionary
right,
bullshit to get people like you said, like that dumbass culture war shit. Like,
right.
hey, did you know that there's a high school that has fucking kitty litter in the hallways
Right.
because they respect, I don't know, what's that shit? It was
Oh, like
something.
furry shit.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
furry, other kind, whatever.
Other
What's
kin. Yeah,
other
yeah.
kind? Yeah, like that shit didn't happen. But you know how many people believe that bullshit? You
Bruh,
know,
it spread everywhere, bruh. That shit was everywhere. And here he stole that shit from like Reddit or something. And it was Twitter. It was a tweet that was floating around on Twitter. And
mhm.
he stole it from Twitter. And then with bro, his lie was so funny. He was like, "Oh, my friend's wife told me that story. I didn't know she made it up." I'm like, bro, what? Like, shut the fuck up,
And then
nigga.
the very best thing you had, you know, a former president on live TV, loud and fucking wrong. No, it's true. The Haitians are eating cats and
Right.
dogs. I mean, it was so bad that another one of our former guests was actually trying to like defend that notion. Like, well, they
Right.
actually did see a lady like,
No, they didn't. Like, they did
no,
not.
they did not. They
Oh man,
didn't.
it's crazy,
You know,
bro.
yeah, and and what's the new thing? And it's like I don't know, but this time I'm wondering, like, now will like I guess like I mean it's too little too late a little bit, but I
Mm.
mean, do you think now the culture war shit is starting to lose effect on the Republicans now? Like,
I think there's a decent amount of stuff that's kind of run out of steam, but I feel like depending on how big it is, like I think tent pole shit like the illegals and shit like that. I think that stuff still kind of works, but even that is starting to get annoying. I think because we see how ICE is just making stuff hard in a lot of cases. Like for instance, like the crackdowns at the airport and shit was pissing people off so bad. Like having the ICE
mhm.
agents at the airport, like
Oh
that
yeah, I
made
bet.
so many people upset. So I don't know. Like, I mean, we'll see, in the future, but unfortunately, still are pockets of people who still believe that the Mexicans is coming to steal all their shit. They still believe the trans people is coming to, bounce their kid out of, I don't know, gymnastics or whatever. Like, it's like, them pockets is always still going to exist. And yeah, I
Mhm.
think some of the arguments may change up the wording, but I think for the most part, a lot of the big tentpole shit will always continue to exist. You know what I'm saying? In some form or fashion. I just think though it just like you just have to like make like mold it up and mix it and stuff like that. That's all. Like
Mhm.
I think like they just gotta change it up, but I don't know. Like I said, as long as they know they can still get people pissed off, I think it'll always still exist.
Because yeah, that's true. It's like, and the thing is, like, there's nothing necessarily different about this psyop because all these arguments don't change. I mean, they
Right,
were saying bullshit like this since the fucking 50s.
right.
But obviously they change it up, as a
Yeah,
bigger
so like
package.
instead of trans people, it was gays.
Mhm.
I don't know, like think about it. Like instead of Mexicans, at one point it was. I know we was joking earlier, but at
Black
one point it
people.
was Italians, it was Irish people,
Yeah.
like it was Chinese people. You know what I mean? Like so they say this shit about damn near everybody. So
Hmm.
like a lot of this ain't what was it? What they say? What they always say? Nothing's new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
They
like,
just you just got to mix and match different words together.
and it's like, I don't know what, and I try not to shit on like normal people too much, but it's like, okay, listen, I get it. Like, yeah, this is some black pilling shit here. Like,
Mm,
like this is very demoralizing, like all this shit going on. And yeah, you do see like, oh, well, you see the imperfections of the Democratic Party, but it's like, so you're gonna like, so your lack of historical education is gonna make you go to the people who've been fucking us up for years. And this ain't even political parties. This is just white supremacists. Like,
right. Yeah. It's crazy, man. The whole thing is wild, or like and it's like I say it's also scary too, like seeing people in real time just believe bullshit. Like you know what I mean? Like I think that was the scariest part about this past election was like seeing people just get sucked into the bullshit. You know
oh
what I'm
my
saying?
god.
Like the whole
Like,
people like
easy to disprove bullshit too.
yeah, like bruh, it was crazy. How many people, especially with black people, who was falling for the RFK health shit. Like I remember, I think I said this before here. Like my barber, like I was like we wasn't arguing, but like I was trading back and forth with him. I'm like, nigga, like no way you actually believe this bullshit. Like he's like, oh, I bought his book and everything. I'm like, nigga, huh? Like what? Like half the shit this nigga is saying, he's just
You
pulling
bought
out
his
his
book?
yes, bruh.
You better off buying Dr. Oz's shit. Like,
Listening to Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was closer to health than this nigga. Was closer to health than this
I
nigga.
mean, I always call RFK Dr. Sebi for white people,
For
but
white people, yeah. Like, hell, at least Dr. Sebi suggested you eat some yams or some shit. Like, this
right.
RFK sitting there talking about putting protein in your cornflakes and shit and doing pull-ups with fucking jeans on and shit. Like what the fuck? Like,
If you go swimming in the sewage,
you know,
it'll help you with.
my brain didn't work as good as it did when I had the worm in it. The worm travels across your amygdala and it causes you to think high level thoughts. It's crazy, man. I don't know, bro. I just be like, nigga, this is insane. Like we live in
It is.
hell.
And
Like,
and it's like, and I heard about like some Olympic organization saying like only biological women can compete, which is mainly because the whole Amon Khalif thing, which
right?
lo and behold, she's a cisgender woman.
Yeah,
So guess what? Y'all gonna see her ass again, and y'all gonna be like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on?" So it's like,
yeah. Like I, I can't imagine what 2028 like LA Olympics is going to look like. Like that's like Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if half the athletes just protest and don't come. I just, I say, I really don't know what the fuck that's gonna look like. Like, I'm just that's crazy. Also, I signed up for the drawing for the tickets. Like, well, they wasn't giving out tickets. It was like you had to sign up for a slot to buy tickets. Man, I was looking at the
Wow.
I wasn't gonna go period because I knew I don't got the bread like that, but I just wanted to see. I seen the price of them
Mhm.
tickets. I said, "Oh my
Well, what's
god!"
it? What's the lowest?
I think the lowest I saw was $150.
God damn.
That's for one ticket, and
And
that
to
was for
and to
like
see which events.
I think that was like handball. I think for that event,
Oh
and
hell.
and but yeah, all like the really big events, bruh, it was over. It was done deal. Like it was. Also, I can't imagine getting around in LA for the 2028 Olympics. LA traffic. I've been to LA many times in my life. Man, granted, never as a driving person, but LA traffic, and I know I've complained about Atlanta traffic, but LA traffic is horrific.
I heard.
I can't imagine what that Olympics is finna do to
I
that
mean,
traffic.
and and it's fucked up too because I think down here we're gonna be one of the host cities for the World Cup.
Okay,
Fuck.
man.
Commuting's gonna be terrible, Terry Bell, like as our older
Terabelle,
brother would
Georgia.
say, right?
Oh man. Speaking of some crazy shit, man. Just want to talk about the Pittsburgh hosting the NFL draft next weekend, boy. Man,
Uh-oh.
this
That
city
means
about to
if,
be
if the Steelers
over.
don't get no good picks, y'all are gonna implode.
Listen here, this city is gonna implode anyway. First off, for anybody who's not from here who don't know, I'm a snitch on the city because we are what? How many days away? I think we're in the single digits days away from that draft. And them motherfuckers ain't even close to finishing the construction around here. We found out about that draft, I think like 2 years ago, maybe. And they started all these projects and stuff throughout the city. And it's just hacked up, multiple streets down, all these construction. Because I think part of what it is there's been a lot of changes, beautification stuff for Pittsburgh that should have happened a long ass time ago
Right.
that we never did. Okay. And once we found out we was hosting the draft, we trying to it's like trying to hurry up and clean up before company come over. Like that's literally what it is. What was it? My mom used to call it the Castro cleanup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's doing a Castro cleanup, and now we trying to, bougify the city and make it seem like, not to say that Pittsburgh's out here just whack, but like,
Right.
you
Right.
know, we ain't the glitz and glamour city. Now I know a lot of the tech bros and stuff like tech companies, and you got UPMC and shit, like, a lot of people think stuff like that, but we're not really like that. And that's what a lot of these construction projects over the past year or two have been for, is to hack a bunch of stuff up and fix it up to make it look like we're this shining city on the hill, and we not that. You know what I'm saying? We're good, we're major, but we not like, you know, we're not like modern. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's still, even though there's like people who have money here, we're still mainly a working class city and shit. And so now we're trying to, but the problem is they scheduled all these projects at like the same time, and none of them have been finished. And like I said, there's still a whole bunch of shit that's not finished. And so either A, the shit's not going to be finished by the draft, or B, it's going to be rushed together and shit's going to be fucked up. And they decided to just now started fixing up the streets and shit too. I'm just like, I just don't understand how they think they're going to finish all this shit by, what's it? Uh, I think tomorrow will officially be okay. Yeah, it's 8 days away. 8 days away is when the draft starts. The draft starts in 8 days. Unless you work in them crews 24/7, I just can't
Yeah.
imagine all that shit gets done. Like
So
that's
basically,
crazy.
yeah, like
That's
yeah,
problem
they
number
got you got to
one.
break some labor laws to get that shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
problem number one. By the way, problem number two, like it's hard enough navigating around here as it is, and they've pretty much like they. I think it was like last week or the week before they went on the news and pretty much said, "Hey, like we're pretty much telling everybody don't drive. Like if you want to get around
Wow.
down here, like essentially catch the bus." Now, apparently, they added new bus services because they had cut like 40% of the busways uh, a couple months ago because the Pittsburgh Port Authority wasn't getting like didn't have enough funding. They cut a bunch of bus routes, but apparently they added new ones, and they're talking about we're gonna have the buses running 24/7. We're gonna have special drop off and pickup points and shit, bruh. It's still finna be fucked up. Traffic is gonna be awful. Okay, there are people here who can barely navigate Pittsburgh, and now we're supposed to. I think the projection is like almost 800,000 people coming to this city,
Wow.
and them people is going to be losing their fucking minds, and traffic is going to be ridiculous. Like that's the other issue. It's like, bruh, it's finna be crazy over here. Like I said, I hope it go well. I really do. I don't know if I'm gonna go down. I registered to because like I think the draft event is free, but you gotta register to go anyway. So
Oh.
I had to maybe download the fucking app because the website wasn't working. But I downloaded the app, I registered and everything. So I'm planning on I would like to go, but I'm not planning on going yet because God forbid I mean, I just know it's gonna be crazy. Like I know it's gonna be some shit, like but I do hope it go well because I would like Pittsburgh to get big stuff. But you could just tell
Mhm.
that the city was not prepared at all for this shit. Like, and like I said, they going around like, I mean, yeah, like they've been hacking up parks and shit like that, and all this other stuff, just like trying to hurry up and make it look like modern and new and shit. And it's like it's I don't know. It's going to be crazy though. So pray for us in Pittsburgh next weekend because it's going to be motherfuckers is finna be fighting, boy. But we also getting a whole bunch of performances though that weekend. I know Wiz is obviously is coming. I think he's part of the official NFL like performances. I think Wiz, uh, Shawn Michaels, I think that's no Brett Michaels. Sorry, Shawn Michaels
Oh,
is
I
the
was gonna
wrestler.
say, like he bringing
Yeah,
sexy red with him, like.
yeah. No, Brett Michaels. I think them two, and there was somebody else is part of the official thing. I know Two Chains is performing here that weekend.
Okay.
Steve Aoki's performing somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Nelly's performing somewhere. Which fuck Nelly, by the way. I think yeah, Nelly's performing somewhere. Let's see, who else did I see was coming? There's a whole bunch of people supposed to be coming here, but like I don't know. Apparently, yeah, and like there's different like talk shows are coming. Like I think Skip Bayless's show is coming here. Like he's
Oh,
supposed to
damn.
be. It's like yeah, man. Like that whole weekend's gonna be crazy. I know one bar is having DJ Pauly D from the Jersey Shore is
What?
DJing somewhere that Wednesday night, the Wednesday night before the draft. So I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, I hope it's dope and everything, but I just hope all my Pittsburgh people stay safe and
Yeah,
be
for
cool.
sure.
Because we're gonna get a lot of out of towners, and the first person who don't know how to make the Pittsburgh left if they decide to drive, they finna get fought. Uh, Also, it was funny. I saw on TikTok this girl was trolling the white people and saying, she was like, "I got a recommended list of places you guys should go for the draft." She said, first, there's a place called Homewood. You guys would really like Homewood. And
Or
then you could go,
Wilkinsburg. They're really gonna
yeah,
go to
yeah, and
Wilkinsburg.
then a McKee Sport. No, listen. If y'all planning on coming in here, don't get robbed. Okay, don't don't go. Do not go someplace that y'all ain't got no business going. Okay, I'm from here, and I'm from the suburbs. I know there's a list of places I know I'm not supposed to be going. So I know y'all ain't supposed to be going. Do not go and do no hood tourism. Talking about y'all want to find, y'all want to go to Braddock or some shit. Like y'all finna get robbed. Okay, y'all about to get
Yeah, we got to
smacked.
figure out. We got to figure out where Mac and Devin went, man.
Yeah. I can't remember where Wiz is supposed to be from. I know he went to Alderdice, but I can't remember like where he actually lived. But
Oh,
hey, if somebody tell you, well, actually no, Hawkins Village. Well, no, I think it's back. Never mind. Yeah, there, just ask somebody who's from here. Okay, ask them for help first before y'all come, because you know some of the projects, man, go up in there thinking it's sweet. Y'all gonna get caught up in some of them hallways. Okay, so but
just
for the most
gonna be
part,
on the phone,
man,
on the floor with an empty pockets, wondering what the fuck happened.
be like old boy off of You Got Served. Was it, what is it? If heaven was a mile away. But I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so much for joining us on this lovely Wednesday evening. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's week. Please tune in again. Well, actually, yeah, we should be on next Wednesday. Yeah, tune in again with us next Wednesday, again, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to our sister show. Why am I blanking on the name of our
raw
sister show?
recovery
Yeah,
coming
Raw Recovery. And then the What They Want podcast are
every
Fridays.
Friday.
Yep. Please, thank y'all so much. Follow all of our individual pages, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.